Well, we're back.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm Reed.
I'm Allie.
And it's time for the next level. You know, we didn't really use our dwarves at all in the last level. Going to have to this time.
Oh, I can't wait.
Sunday, May 23rd, near Mirgard. I think Soulblight had lost his nerve when the Dane shattered. To him, only a few seconds passed between the invocation of the thing and his sudden destruction, while it took us 2 days to escape the caves inside it. Anyway, he didn't stick around to figure out what went wrong. Messengers reached us today saying that Maildon had lost Bagrada, and that the Deceiver crossed the mountains at the Stair of Grief. Worst of all, what's left of the Nine had it out with the head, which had apparently been double-crossing them ever since they pulled it out of the ground last summer. Something like
Whoever did the voice here did a really good job of portraying just how somebody would feel in this position.
Yeah.
2 of the 9 were killed, which makes them something like the 3 now, if you also subtract Mergen and Coolroy, who did not escape the destruction of the Dane, and the others who have died this year. The only good news is that Ulrich is still alive, and will join us tomorrow. This far east, the dwarves with us are closer to their occupied homelands than any of their race has been in 50 years. Not expecting to return, many of them have decided to give up their lives, rather than abandon their country once again to the ghouls who have overrun it. What follows is their story.
Oh boy. Now I really can't wait.
Yeah, every unit we get for this entire level is a dwarf.
A dwarf?
No, we get other dwarves, but we only get dwarves. No other unit types for the entire level.
Okay, because I'm like, we have one unit. If he dies, we get a game over. No, that would be ridiculous.
Well, we do start with one unit, and it takes a while for us to get any others, but not quite. Okay, let's do this. This unit is actually a special dwarf, as you can see from the description, called a Dwarven Pathfinder. He's invisible. What you are supposed to do to get through the beginning part of this level is to sneak past all these enemies without being detected. I'm not going to do that. I am going to kill past all of these enemies with being detected.
What? Why? Wow.
Because it's more fun.
He's really good.
Yeah, the main difference is his attack speed is faster, his aim is a little better, and his range is a little longer, but most importantly, his aim is really good.
Oh my gosh. You just click and he throws it right there every single time.
Almost. Like that.
Kaboom! Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yep. Yeah, that's how that works.
Wow, that is that's a lot of blood.
Yes, sir.
Yep. You're supposed to use the fact that you're invisible to sneak past here, which does work, and it's understandable why that's what you're supposed to do, but if you're good enough at controlling the Dwarven Pathfinder, it isn't necessary.
Wow, you are
Or shouldn't be necessary.
insane. Whoa.
You do have to do that occasionally,
Does
but
that
you can
actually
survive it.
Okay. Hurt yourself with an AoE?
Yeah, he has enough health that he can survive it, and then you can just use it to take out enemies.
Oh.
I need to be careful with the soulless, though.
Yeah, because they're ranged just like you.
They're ranged more than me.
Oh, so you have to dodge. And it's pretty hard to be dodgy with someone who moves that slow. You're doing it.
Not impossible, though.
Yep, and still the applause every time you kill a soulless. Wow. So you give up your invisibility when you attack?
Yeah, the first time you attack, or come into direct physical contact with an enemy, you make yourself visible.
Okay. Jinx.
Also, this guy actually isn't required for the entire mission. Basically, I have to sneak into a certain area, and once I've done that, I get reinforcements. After you get the reinforcements, you don't have to keep him alive anymore.
Oh, so it's not just a one-man mission.
No, and he's not even treated like a hero type unit. He's allowed to just, you're allowed to just let him get killed partway through the level as long as you have at least one other surviving unit. When he's your only unit in the beginning, since him dying means you have nobody left, it's a game over, but once you get reinforcements, you can finish the level with just the reinforcements.
Ah. Now, as he crawls across that bridge...
I'll speed this up a little bit. Yeah, it's more of a slope. I'm not going to speed this up very much. I'm going to save, just in case I mess this up.
Yeah, because this is kind of gutsy.
Yeah, I'm not doing this remotely as intended.
Yes, sir.
But in my opinion, given how difficult the stealth can be, this, I would say, is actually easier.
And probably a lot more fun.
It is. It's faster, too. For the impatient.
Which is me, for sure.
Okay.
And this is the reason sometimes I do very poorly in RPGs, is because I am not a very patient girl.
Okay.
Kaboom! I do like explosions, though.
Yeah. Okay, blow up the
Kaboom.
thing.
Yes.
It's a lot easier when they're just melee units, because, well, you don't have to worry about them.
Yeah. On the other hand, they move faster than my dwarf does. Which means they can just chase me down if I don't see them coming.
True, true.
That's the other thing. Normally you can rely on outrunning most enemy units. With the exception of like one or two whites in the entire level, every single enemy is faster than you.
Okay.
Wait, what's that blue smoke?
It's a signal. You'll see in a second.
Oh, dear.
Reinforcements.
Oh, cool.
Yes, sir.
This is also actually sending the signal is a lot easier if you've already killed off all the enemy. Yes, dwarves have, among other things, invented paratroopers.
Aw, it's so cute!
It's raining garden gnomes.
I think that's the cutest thing that's ever happened in all of gaming.
God.
Garden gnomes just kind of raining from the sky.
Apparently that didn't trigger all of them. Where exactly it lands influences how many of them you get. If you get it right in the center of this thing, you get more. But I don't need all of them,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, the thing is, if you make too many dwarves throw too many things, everything ricochets and everyone dies.
Well, yeah, the trick is to split them up, like this.
Oh.
You only use part of your force.
Yes.
Oh. Are these the kind of dwarves that have the... Nope, they're not.
That have the what?
The good aim.
No, these are just generic dwarves. You only get one actually... There's a rule, only one competent dwarf per level. So we have the Dwarven Hero, but no other dwarves at all. And we have the Dwarven Pathfinder, but all the other dwarves are normal dwarves.
Close enough. Oh my god.
No, actually not close enough, but... Okay, you go here, you go here, you attack it.
God damn it. Well, good thing their aim sucks.
Damn hill.
Casualty.
Yeah, the problem is because of gravity, they keep coming back down the hill. One of the things their AI isn't capable of doing is adjusting for weather conditions and stuff.
That they even have weather conditions is really impressive, though.
Yeah. But yeah, their AI can't apparently adjust for things like trying to aim uphill and stuff like that.
So you kind of have to do it for them.
Yeah, you know, like everything else.
Aww, they're trying the best they can.
That's what worries me.
Probably not.
No, actually, I believe you. They probably are trying the best they can. That's the problem in a nutshell.
Make up your mind.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you four all come here. The other thing is to set up layers of defense so that if one group gets killed by... If one group messes up and gets killed, the group behind them can take out the enemy before they get to the rest of your force so that you don't lose everything every time you make a mistake.
Which, with these guys, is kind of par for the course.
Yeah, because mistakes are an expected inevitability.
Okay.
Oh, that so should have hit.
It did, just not completely. It damaged him but didn't kill him.
Oh.
That's the other thing dwarves aren't very good at. Their AI seems to be calibrated based on the assumption that what they're fighting against is like thrall, so things that move really fast, like ghouls, actually can cause them to miss. They don't lead their targets. I'm guessing they're programmed to lead their target a fixed amount regardless of what that target is, and so they don't lead things like ghouls as much as they lead things like... Or, well, they don't lead things like ghouls enough because ghouls move too fast, whereas they lead thrall plenty. Which, admittedly, thrall and other slow-moving units are what you're supposed to use your dwarves for, so...
Yeah, this level's just kind of an exception because all you're given is dwarves.
That is actually something that the sequel did a lot less of. I'm not sure it was an improvement.
Okay.
The sequel has a lot fewer levels where the unit set you're given is weird. Almost every time you're given at least, archers, warriors, and some kind of explosives unit. And so, the other thing I noticed is that in Myth 2, when they make exceptions to that and give you a different setup, a setup that doesn't contain all three of those unit types, it's usually meant as a power trip. For example, instead of, in one level where you have no archers, only dwarves, you get a special kind of dwarves that have, well, more firepower than normal dwarves and more range than normal archers. And that kind of thing. In Myth 1, when they give you an unusual unit set, it's meant as an added challenge. In Myth 2, when they do it, it's meant as a power trip.
Is Myth 2 generally easier than Myth 1?
I would say so. Mainly because of that. When what one side has and what the other side has is really asymmetrical or really weird, it's meant in Myth 2 to make things easier for you, whereas in Myth 1 it's meant to make things harder.
Whoa. Oh, you damaged him. Oh, good. That one. Woohoo! Whoa. Shit.
Got one.
This might get messy.
This is why you keep your group... Not very much, though, actually. We only lost one.
Huh. I would have totally died in that giant cluster of things.
This is why you keep your dwarves in a staggered formation. Also, note that I have not used the Pathfinder once since I got the other dwarves. Because using him inherently puts him at risk of being killed, and so I'm essentially saving him for emergencies.
Which we have... That's the closest we've gotten.
Incoming! Moving!
Like that.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Their friendly fire is just funny.
Casualty.
That was odd. Okay, now we've reached the point where where use of the Pathfinder is probably appropriate and justified.
Yeah, he's a little injured, but I think we can manage. Oh gosh, his aim is so much better.
Yeah, well, remember, the Pathfinder is a ranged unit, and thus, as we described way long ago, doesn't necessarily have to take damage when he fights. If he's used properly, he kills things without ever being damaged because he stays out of their range. Also, we are done with running into Soulless for the remainder of this level. I am going to save in a different file in case this turns out to be a mistake, though.
Sounds good. Did one of them get paralyzed for a while?
Yeah. Ghouls can carry a special weapon called pus packets that are... You know how whites inflict damage and also paralysis? It's essentially the same effect, but smaller and in grenade form.
Oh, alright. There we go.
Yeah, this is why you keep them separate from each other, so that if one group or one individual is about to get overrun, you can break out something else.
That's a great idea.
It took me quite a long time to learn that, but I've done this level more than once.
You've spent your childhood playing this.
Yeah.
Boom!
I was gonna say, the Pathfinder should take care of it, but, well, I need insurance.
Yeah.
up your mind.
They're so cute and grumpy and stuff.
Okay, this is the exit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this hole here is the end of the level. However, enemies are going to come out of it and the other one first.
Oh, boy.
Catch!
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, look, a dud.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah. And I noticed that,
Whoa. Okay, please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. This is going to be the most severe case of death due to bad luck that I have ever experienced if he dies.
wow.
Did you see that?
That was horrible.
That was pure luck. There was nothing I could have done to prevent that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, he has the ability to call in airstrikes.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do this.
I believe this is one exit leads to the hidden level, the other exit does not, so I'm actually just gonna save first just in case.
Yeah, save early, save often.
Okay.
I learned that the fun way growing up in Castle of the Winds.
Yep. The old cow.
Love that game. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
First of all, if I get this guy into this hole before the ghouls catch up to him, it would technically count as a victory. So I'm just going to keep moving him in this direction until they're actually within firing range.
Sounds like a plan.
What?
Yep.
We done
End of
it!
the level. Assuming the game will be good enough to recognize that that is the end of the level.
We done it!
Oh, we survived. I have no idea what the deal is with this guy, who is apparently counted as a survivor. I don't know where they're getting these from. I only remember one person surviving, and I don't know what the deal is with this either. But, yes, the Pathfinder alone managed to do 2/3 of the damage.
Well, you know, he can actually hit the broadside of a barn.
Yep. Whereas the others can only graze the broadside of a barn, and the kill ratio is pretty good.
Sweet.
Oh, next level.
Let's do this.
Yep. This is the hidden level. Depending on which exit you use, it's completely optional.
What I record next is hearsay, though the dwarves who remained with us after Forest Heart swear by its truth. It seems impossible that they could have any knowledge of events occurring hundreds of miles away, deep in territory long held by the ghouls. Yet their conviction does not yield. I repeat here their story, and allow the reader to come to his own decision.
Interestingly, they're telling the truth. This story is canon.
Really?
It's referred to in the sequel.
With grenades and satchel charges. But the enemy boiled like ants from their burrows in the mountain, and each one that was killed seemed to be replaced by 2 others. Yet at last the attacks ceased, and the dwarves found themselves masters of the bloody patch of ground where they had taken their stand. Bodies and pieces of bodies lay everywhere.
But mostly pieces.
Yeah.
The swift council followed their unexpected victory, and the survivors resolved to locate the ghouls'
More
ancestral
unexpected
stone
sobriety.
and blast into fragments. The ghouls have worshipped this enormous piece of unworked stone since the birth of their race, rolling its 100 tons wherever their migrations have taken them. The continued presence of the ghouls' idol at Mirgard is a blasphemy, and to destroy it would be to spit in the face of their entire race. Now more than ever, the dwarves are expected to die.
No, for me.
I always assumed dwarves always expected to die. That's the reason for how they operate.
Boom! Yeah, like, you know, for having such a dumb AI, they still are pretty great.
Yeah, they're really useful when properly managed. It's just that you have to micromanage them a huge amount. Also, yeah, I guess they went through mitosis or something since the last level because we suddenly have more guys, and the Pathfinder has been brought back to life. I guess they numbered the pieces or something. Okay, bring me a leg and...
You gonna have to make another friendship circle?
Alright, so this level is actually optional. Depending on which exit you take from the previous level, you'll either go to this one or just to the next regular level. But in addition to that, if you lose this level, you're allowed to just skip it.
What do you get if you succeed?
Pride.
Ah. Probably some more points or whatever they do.
Nothing.
Oh. Whoa. Do we have more than one guy that can aim, or is
No,
that just...
that's just luck.
Oh.
Ah! Well, we only managed to lose one. That's an accomplishment in this with these guys.
Wow. Yeah, those goals work so quickly. And more importantly, we move so slowly.
There's another group of them.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh wow, there we go. Those are done away with.
That's what happens when you do it properly.
Wow. Well, you did it properly.
This time. What was that?
Probably a dud.
Or just a long-running fuse. That's another one of the random things that can happen with grenades, is sometimes they'll just take a little longer. Or a lot longer.
Has that ever happened where it blew up half your party?
No, actually.
Aw.
They stay burning. They're visibly burning, so I usually notice and stay away from them until they go off.
Oh, okay, I didn't notice it.
Neither did I, this time. I did say usually.
I forgot the usually part.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, keep them in a staggered-ish formation so that if something happens to some of them, the others can pick up the slack. And bring in the Pathfinder because he might be necessary. Oh, fuck off.
Get out of the way. Move here, move there.
Now.
Coming.
What?
Let's try that again.
What happened?
The dwarves that were supposed to be staying back decided to attack even though I hit the stop button.
Oh, jeez.
Also, yeah, spacebar is the stop, is the don't do.
But you press that button a lot.
Yeah, you learn to make friends with it when you're working with dwarves.
The no, 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 no button.
Yeah. Or the rolled, as I'm going to nickname it from now on, the rolled up newspaper button.
Bad! Bad! No! Spray, spray, spray.
Yes, sir.
These guys are way more spread out, that's the problem.
Yeah, so you can't just kill a whole bunch. Oh, jeez.
Incoming. Get out of the way.
Casualty.
Okay.
Look out.
2 we lost the Pathfinder.
Aw, crap. This level's hard. Whoa, whoa.
Well, it would be easy if the AI knew how to tie its shoelaces.
I didn't know dwarves had shoelaces.
Neither do they, that's the problem. Okay, I'm just gonna try to the end of this attempt, and when we inevitably fail, I'm just gonna skip this level.
Yeah.
Might do like a bonus video of me actually doing it properly. Once you've reached it once, you're allowed to select it from the level select menu, so I might just try this again sometime.
So once you finish the campaign, you can do it again, but only the levels you liked.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting. I may have mentioned this in a previous video and then forgotten that I did, but this game actually has co-op.
Yes, sir.
Co-op?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Like across multiple computers, or?
Mic up, you.
Yes. The way it works is one person is designated the team leader at the beginning of the game, and they just are given all of the units.
Make a hole.
And then they can distribute the units to other players as they see fit.
Mic up, you.
See that one that still has smoke coming out of it? That will explode. Probably.
Yep. Probably. Boom.
Yeah, it's possible for them to become duds after that, but it's also possible for them to explode. So just stay away from the ones that are still flaming.
Oh boy.
Alright, waddle.
This level is terrifying.
Yep. Save.
Are we playing or playing harder?
I don't know, that was just what I came up with when I wanted to save in a separate file.
Ah. Let's see if we can manage this.
Okay. Let's actually start with you and you two form two pairs.
Okay.
Standard, staggered, and far away from each other so they can burn goals off of each other formation.
Casualty.
Oh, he paralyzed himself.
No, they can't do that. They paralyzed him.
Oh.
Dwarves don't have any ability to paralyze anything ever.
Oh.
Even, except possibly with alcohol, but that doesn't happen on screen.
Casualty.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yep. Using leftover satchel charges of my dead allies. Yes, I do that often.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Just throw one grenade. I'm not safe scumming that one.
Aww.
Partially, what the? Oh, it fell. Partially because this level is optional, and partially because if you live long enough, you get reinforcements eventually.
Oh boy. I hope that happens soon.
One reason why I am doing this the way that I am is because I feel like this is probably a good option for a good opportunity to show you guys the game over screen. I'm actually not making that up. I've kind of wanted to show what the game over screen is like, and I've been waiting for it to come up naturally since the first video, and it has come up naturally. So the issue is it would take a whole bunch of time to fail a level and then restart and actually succeed, and I'm not willing to fail on purpose, and I haven't failed yet. So okay, these two need to be apart from each other.
Alright, you go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Actually, these two have been doing a good job. It's just everyone else.
What are those things on the... Oh!
They do that.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's the end of that. Yeah, I'm probably going to retry this level as just a bonus video sometime that's just this level. But for now...
Aw, that's sad!
Yes, it is. This is the game over screen. It plays this music and shows something a lot less... similar, semi-unique piece of artwork that's... somehow, I don't quite know why, but it makes me feel a lot less happy.
I'm sad now. Oh, skip this level button.
Yeah, I told you about it.
I forgot.
Anyway, I'm going to skip this level, and then I probably will come back and do a separate video that is my revenge against that level.
Monday, June 15th, the edge of the Dire Marsh. The Legion has come 250 miles in little more than 2 weeks. Not returning west to safety, but headed north, toward the melted cities of the Trow and Ballos Fortress. Back in Forest Heart, Ulrich convinced our officers that the West was lost, that our small force could contribute nothing to the hopeless battles that would soon be fought around Madrigal, Willow, and Tandem. These cities would fall, he said, and all their people would die whether we sacrificed ourselves or not. Then he told us what we could do instead. Ulrich was interrogated by Balor during his captivity, and he learned by chance that Balor had bound each of the fallen to himself to ensure their obedience to his will. The fallen draw their power through these links, and were Balor to be killed, they would all be powerless. The armies of the dark would collapse. So Balor must fall. But today we are only at the edge of the dire marsh, nearly 500 miles from his fortress, with the Watcher waiting in ambush ahead, and Soul Blighter shadowing us from behind. We have a long road before us. A few men and I are leaving the main column in a few moments to discover the fate of a scouting party which has not returned. None of us expect to find them alive, but we must recover an artifact carried by their leader, Griulman, Lieutenant of Archers.
Last level we got only dwarves, this level we get no dwarves. See this group? This is all we get.
And it's raining.
Well, that doesn't matter a whole lot since we don't have dwarves.
Oh, I think that it'd make arrows not pass as fast.
Yes, sir.
No, wind affects arrows and it's a little bit windy, but rain actually doesn't really matter.
We're moving.
Also, we have to follow this trail of blood to get to the dead guy who has a special bow that we need to retrieve.
Yeah, this is terrifying. Like,
Yeah, this game is kind of dark.
Yes, sir.
yeah, 'cause it's not your usual war story.
Your orders.
We all made it, no matter what.
Sometimes there isn't time to slow the game
Right
speed
away.
down to where it's
All right.
supposed to be.
Right away. Ready. Sir?
Okay, we still have our legend.
The archer to end all archers. Is he ever gonna die?
Probably not. I'm kind of hoping to see him on the last level.
Me too.
Alright. So, keep following the path. We already killed the things.
That's a trail of blood, and that still makes me sad.
Yeah.
Interesting how spread out the trail of blood is. It looks like they were picked off just one by one.
Yeah.
Which has something to say about the enemy.
Maybe. Mostly the reason why it's spread out is probably just so that we have a trail to follow.
Oh, come on. Let me get symbolism out of it.
Go ahead. Though since we don't see any actual corpses, I'm guessing this is the blood of one guy. Note all the spent arrows nearby. The person whose trail we're following was an archer.
Wow, that's got a lot of blood. You should donate that stuff.
It's also possible that this is actually from whatever he was fighting.
Who knows? Or maybe it's just Kool-Aid and he's a sloppy drinker. I don't know.
Nah, that's just better than Kool-Aid.
Not how I make it.
Well, that's just because you use the blood of children. Not everyone does that.
Not the blood of children, just a lot less water than they say you should.
Sir, we're on it.
So, with the diabetes of children.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Wait, did he even attack us?
Not really.
Oh.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I stun-locked
Sir?
him.
Oh.
40 kills, 10
Ready.
levels survive.
Ready.
Oh wow, that's our epic archer?
Yeah, these two are kind of noobs, though.
Hey, he makes the noobs better than noobs. I can't believe that archer.
Hmm.
At this point, I want to keep him alive.
Yeah.
What are those rocks next to the piece of blood?
Rocks? Are these?
Yeah.
Those are arrows.
Oh.
That's what happens when arrows hit the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Once you tilt your screen forward a little better, I can see it.
Got it. Yeah.
Waddle.
Yeah.
The warriors don't move so
Got it.
fast.
Actually, they move faster than the archers do.
Which is funny. Well, they don't move very fast. Nobody moves very fast in this game. Except for the giants.
Yes, nobody moves fast in this game.
Whoa, quarter speed.
Yeah, it goes down to that.
Quarter speed on timid. Can you do it without dying of boredom?
Probably not. They can certainly do it without dying of anything else, but...
Grandma decided to play some myth.
Pretty much.
That was mine.
Well, to be honest, I know some pretty rockin' grandmas who have owned me on platformers, you know, my game of choice, except for maybe action RPGs.
Ready.
Yeah.
Buddy. Ready. Yes. We're moving. Yeah.
Was playing Street Fighter with one of my friends. Grandma sat down and was like, hey, can I join in a round? Destroyed us both.
Oh, God.
She was like 80. It was the best thing ever. Wow, so far we haven't taken much damage at all.
That's because the real fight hasn't really started yet, though it will soon.
Hmm.
Once we actually get the artifact and get serious.
We're on it.
Now we're just picking off guys.
Sir?
Still knocking it, I see.
Yeah. Thing is that units that have more kills attack faster so they can stun lock things more easily. That's why they're more useful. They don't do any extra damage or have any more health, but since they attack faster, they stun lock enemies.
I think that's why our archer is so awesome, because you can just put arrows out like 3 archers.
Yes, sir.
He's also more accurate.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's not this one.
Sir? All right.
This is the objective.
Alright, that looks objective-ish.
Right away.
The problem is,
On the
it's
way.
a trap. This is what we need to find this and then bring it back to where we started.
Oh,
Only the archer that's carrying it has to survive, but the issue is there's a trap here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Will it make him attack better, or is it just
Ready.
carrying?
You'll see.
Oh boy.
Right away.
Oh, not very many of them. I was expecting more.
All right. Yeah.
Like 12 rather than 3.
On the way.
There's some coming our way.
There's a lot coming our way.
Ah!
This is as good an opportunity as any to demonstrate how the bow works, because we're going to need it to make it through the rest of this level.
Oh,
Right
it's...
away.
Okay.
It's a special ability. Bow of Furious Incandescence. It does that!
Well, boom! But it has limited uses, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
we get 15 and we have to save at least one of them for when we get back with it.
Wow, so it's like a dwarf, but more destructive.
And longer range and more accurate.
That's why we get limited numbers.
And we only get it in this level.
Yeah.
It's actually important to the plot. There's a reason why we don't get to use it again later, but
Spoilers?
yeah.
Alright.
It'll be explained in the level intro in a few levels.
And of course you remember this.
Of course I remember this. It's actually a major plot point.
Oh, okay.
I always need to get out of here without being murdered.
Go, 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 go! We'll go eventually.
Yeah.
One thing I really wish they had, though, was if you clicked on them multiple times and they got mad at you for it.
Hmm.
Whoa, friends. We have friends.
On the way.
Oh, you can tell which one has the... I can see.
Yeah.
Wow, nice formation there.
Okay. Sir.
Whack.
Okay. Yes, right away.
Ranged units.
Also, if the archer you give the bow to is killed, another archer can just pick it up.
Oh, it's not a game over?
No, as long as you have at least one archer. If you lose all of your archers, no one can carry the bow, and it's a game over.
Yeah.
Sir.
Wow, nice shot. Soulless are kind of being spineless as well. I think we'll just have to keep an eye on them.
Yes, sir. We're moving. Ready.
Oh boy. This would be a great level if we had some dwarves.
Sir? All right.
Well, it is raining.
Yeah.
Got it.
I can see where the bow is intended to be. Whoa, that is so awesome.
Yeah, it's the only difference between survival and getting your ass handed to you. Trying to do this level without it would be incredibly hard.
Yeah. You'd have to time it right and never ever ever get hit.
Step aside. Hey.
I love hearing them yell at each other. Nice.
Okay.
We've got this. What's the next objective?
Just get out of here.
Oh, that's
That's
it?
the end of the level.
Oh. Well, we've got this. I hope we've got this.
Yeah, there could be more bad guys. We've already lost one warrior, which when we only started with 5 is a bit of a problem.
Yeah. We do have that bow.
Yeah.
And since we're so close to the beginning, we could possibly afford to be just a little wasteful.
Well, yeah, I've used it on every large group we've encountered. That just hasn't been very many. I actually once finished this level with only the archer carrying the bow when everyone else died.
Wow.
Just had him run for it.
That's hysterical.
Whoa.
Oh. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna go...
Sir?
Yeah, I need to change my
Right away.
pants. Oh, it doesn't actually hit your friends if they're in front of you.
No.
Ready.
That's actually really nice.
Yes.
It's still capable of friendly fire, it's just that it's really precise, so it can pass over a group that belongs to you without damaging them and then only hit the enemy.
Yeah, like it'll pass over something. I thought it...
No, it's not just a straight line.
Yeah.
This game actually does exist in 3 dimensions.
But my mind just not. Almost there.
Yeah, this level gets pretty tense.
Yeah. I'm feeling the tension.
Run, run, run!
Waddle, waddle, waddle for your lives!
Yes, sir. Yeah. We're moving.
Alright. Yeah, I always feel nervous turning up the game speed because then we think, oh god, they're gonna come out of nowhere and murder us all.
Well, that's actually happened to us a couple of times. So this sounds like a pretty justified worry, but we appear to be getting away with it this time.
Yes, sir.
I always overshoot and accidentally turn it down to half. Oh!
What?
They can't get to us! They don't realize that!
No thanks.
Yeah.
Should we even aggro them?
It doesn't matter. They can't get to us. I could just stand here and have one archer kill them gradually over the course of half an hour. Instead, I'm going to do this just because I feel like it.
Hitting it with a bow?
Yeah, just once.
Just cuz.
Oh, no. The level ends before you can even get in range. Yep, we won. We only lost one guy. Yay!
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna need some band-aids, though.
Yeah.
Couple band-aids.
Well, they've been injured just to the point where they're about to die and then stop using them.
Jeez. Our archers did the vast majority of the damage this turn.
36 kills. That was mostly because they had the bow.
True.
Kill ratio of 46 to 1.
Go us!
Well, that's actually the end of the video for this week.
Alright.
I'll be back next week with the second to last video, actually.
We're close to the end.
We'll miss you.
Bye.